They say that there's a Chinatown everywhere in the world, and in Incheon, you'll find Korea's oldest, founded in about 1883. And we're going to start our journey today here in the Shimpo Market, where you can find just about anything you'll ever need. Name brands are all fine and dandy, but I'm interested in some of the good stuff. So we're heading inside the international market to find some authentic food. Gogi mandu hana, hago kimchi mandu. So good. Now, when I'm hungry, I have one rule to follow, and that is, if there's a line, chances are the food is pretty darn good. Now, here in the Shimpo Market, there is one thing that is really famous, and that is the chicken. And I'm going to get me some. All right, I am totally jazzed for this. Everyone was lining up for it. We couldn't even get a spot in a restaurant there because there was just so many people waiting. So. A little wing here. It's fried to perfection. There's a little bit of a kick to it. Really, really good. Oh. Really, really tasty. Kimchi mandu here. Really nice kimchi, a little bit of meat inside as well. Very nice. And of course, the big Wang gogi mandu. Check it out, so pretty. Nice, fluffy, with the gogi inside. Very well prepared. That was some tasty food, but if fried chicken and dumplings aren't your thing, don't worry. Here in the Chinatown vicinity, there's a whole bunch of other great eats to be had, including a jjajangmyeon street and a kalguksu street.
That's the one. Huh? What do you think of the shih tzu, Steve?
Very cute. So we're heading up to JU Park, and on our way we actually found something pretty darn cool, and it's the side of the old mint facility here in Incheon. Pretty darn cool. In fact, you can see a giant coin behind me. So the Minting Bureau opened up in 1893 at the behest of a German investor. But it only printed coins between 1892 and 1900 before closing down and moving the facilities to Yongsan. This coin behind me is quite interesting because you can see the tight relationship between Korea and China, dating back all the way then. It's pretty cool. On the way up to the park, we found a little small Buddhist temple. And you normally don't find ones here on the side of the road like this. I mean, we have the Buddha, the bell, and the pagoda all right together. It's pretty cool. If you will remember from last time, I spoke about the Incheon landing and the pivotal role it played in the Korean War. Behind me is a monument dedicated to young souls who also played a major role during the Korean War. Some 200 students volunteered in the army to bravely defend their country, and this monument pays tribute to them. Now, as you get closer to Incheon Station, there's a lot more to see. Some quaint tea houses and restaurants, but also a few museums. But the streets start getting a little bit narrower and a little bit more interesting. And you shouldn't be surprised if you get turned around and a little bit lost. That's half the fun of it. These are some wicked shops. The woodwork on the front is just amazing. Oh wow, an old brick church. That's cool. Now these are the stores that I love going in. You always find some really cool and neat and interesting things here. Now, you know I love coffee, but I also love tea from time to time. And check out these mugs. Put your tea right in there. And then when you're done steeping it, bam. And a cover to keep it warm. Awesome. Here's a cool fine reproductions of the Terracotta Warriors. Oh, let's see what else we can find. Ooh, Jade Dragons! Now back in the day, when this was still an open port town, the Chinese and Japanese were actually separated by a hill. And this staircase is actually the steps that separated the two living areas. And today, they're marked by some exquisite lanterns on either side of the causeway, and at the very top, a scholar. And from the top of the hill, you can see Incheon below. It's beautiful. And then at the top of the stairs, you have the Sampuchi mural street with some amazing works on the walls. You know my rule, if there's a line, there's something that's got to be good. And behind me is kind of like a fried dumpling. They're actually baked on the insides of clay jars, and you can get them filled with a couple of different ones. I'm a meat eater, so I'm gonna get some meat. Okay, today? 네. 고기 2개요. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah. Check this out. You can actually see it's really hard out here. It's still boiling hot. Ugh. When you bite into it, it's really like bread. Almost like a nice dinner roll. Oh my gosh. Juice is flowing out of it. It is so hot but so good. Oh my god. I'm sold. This is the best stuff ever. That will do it for our walk through Chinatown today. Now, to get a list of the places we saw, a few more areas to go visit, and of course the history of Incheon's Chinatown, please click the link and surf on over to the Korea blog, the official blog of the Korean government. But I would love to know, what is your favorite Chinese food? Please leave a comment down below. But until next time, remember to be true to yourself, but always be awesome.